on MeTV Toons.
Jackpot.
Your attention, please.
MeTV Toons is your home for Tom and Jerry.
A thunder of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again, you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people!
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Come on and join us.
Sure, there's always room for one more.
Last time you remember, Bullwinkle and his weather forecasting bunion were being spirited away on a mysterious airplane to who knows where.
I know, but I'll never tell.
Meanwhile, back in the nation's capital, Rocky is trudging from office to office trying to get help for his friend.
Now, let's see. Does this moose have any distinguishing marks?
Well, he has a bunion that tells you if it's gonna rain or not.
Well, in that case, you want the Weather Bureau.
I do?
Right that way.
And as he entered the door of the Weather Bureau, Rocky got his first glimpse of the modern miracle of weather forecasting. The batteries of electronic computers, the banks of teletype communicators, the sensitive seismographs, the automatic anemometers and barographs. Such a magnificent example of automation at its finest that only one man is required to run the entire bureau, the chief forecaster himself.
Forecast room. Top secret. Do not enter. But this is an emergency.
And the plucky squirrel marched past the signs and into the forecast room. Then, strangely enough, he heard a familiar voice.
I'll have the forecast in a minute.
Gee, that sounds like...
Uh-oh. Looks like a tornado for Bloomington, Illinois.
It is! Captain Peach Fuzz!
Rocky, my boy. It's just super seeing you again.
But I thought you were head of intelligence. What are you doing in the Weather Bureau?
So Captain Peach Fuzz related the latest step in his checkered career. In his former job as head of G2, Captain Peach Fuzz had organized a huge network of intelligence agents, all of whom spent their time shadowing each other.
Number 8. Why aren't you following me?
You crazy, Seven? This is Thursday.
So?
It's your day to follow me.
The good captain had also been very security-minded.
Here is the latest batch of documents to be classified, Chief. 20,000 leagues under the sea.
All about submarines.
The telephone directory?
My number's in there.
But the crowning moment of the Peach Fuzz career came when he and his agents surrounded what he thought was the hideout of a notorious group of foreign agents.
You're sure this is the right address, Captain?
Of course. I wrote it down myself.
Well, if you say so. Forward, men!
Peach Fuzz, what are you doing?
Oh, there, Mr. Secretary. Mission accomplished.
Congratulations, Peach Fuzz. You've just captured the Supreme Court building. So shortly thereafter, there was a special meeting of government heads.
Well, gentlemen, where do we place a man of Captain Peach Fuzz's, peculiar talents?
What about the Federal Flamingo Farm? The South Pole Penguin Census?
No, gentlemen, there's only one place for a man who is wrong most of the time.
Of course.
The Weather Bureau.
And here I am, Rocky. It just goes to show, talent will out.
And you use all those great machines out there to predict the weather?
Oh, I have a much better way. Look.
And the captain demonstrated the patented Peach Fuzz prediction process.
Now, Rocky, you read the name of a town.
Peoria.
Rain.
Oshkosh.
Sunny.
Skinny Attleys.
It's either a heat wave or a snowstorm.
Well, what do I make it?
Unsettled. Now, what can I do for you, Rocky?
And as Rocky began to explain his, or rather Bullwinkle's predicament, the plane bearing the mighty moose and his bunion were traveling farther and farther away.
Pretty soon I'll be out of the plot altogether.
No chance of that, for tomorrow we'll see a crown for Bullwinkle or Monarch Moose.
Well, now you're talking.
You guys aren't watching this, are you?
We totally are, dude. Late Saturday night, take your TV back in time.
Hold on to your...
For a righteous romp through the gnarly world of 80s animation.
What bizarre warp dimension do you think they came from?
Possibly New Jersey.
Take a chill pill and watch the totally animated 80s.
You better, or the next time I won't be so nice.
Late Saturday night, starting at 2, 1 Central on MeTV Toons.
Nostalgia, a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past. Turn back time as you rediscover the TV shows, music, and stars you grew up with in Remind Magazine. Call now to get America's #1 nostalgia magazine delivered to your door with this exclusive TV offer, including 3 free bonus gifts. Every issue of Remind will provide hours of fun and bring back fond memories of the good old days with stories, puzzles, trivia, and so much more. Whether your favorite decade was the 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s, Remind Magazine is full of the memories that made that era special. Time Capsule provides the perfect flashback to everything that year. The cost of gas, top news stories, top TV shows, popular movies, hot cars, toys, and more. Whether your walls display the iconic Farrah Fawcett poster, or you cherished your Partridge Family lunchbox, or have an old Barbie in the attic, you'll love browsing the annual collectibles issue. If you've lost track of some of your favorite stars of the past, Remind has you covered. We'll let you know what they've been up to and what they look like today. Call toll-free today for your risk-free trial subscription. If you enjoy watching classic TV shows and movies, each issue of Remind has your guide with listings of where and when to find your favorite shows. The health and emotional benefits of nostalgia are well documented, including improved mood, greater social connectedness, enhanced self-esteem, and a greater sense of meaning. Plus, the use of puzzles, brain teasers, and trivia have been shown to sharpen your brain. Call today to start your risk-free subscription and see why thousands of others call Remind their favorite magazine. Get a full year of Remind magazine for only $14.95. That's just 29 cents per week. Plus, if you call right now, you'll also receive the 60s Pop Culture Yearbook, the TV Westerns Puzzle Book, and top TV sleuths of the 70s. This special TV-only triple bonus offer won't last long. Call toll-free now at 1-800-270-1489 or go online at remindmagazine.com/T1. Order Remind Magazine today.
And now it's time for...
Time for the dancing fool, Bullwinkle.
Again? And now for one of our special fairy tales.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, in a castle high on a hill, lived a rather peculiar king and his beautiful but unmarried daughter. The knights of the kingdom were always seeking the daughter's hand in marriage, which annoyed the king very much. So he consulted with the royal contractor and ordered him to build a mountain of glass. That's right, smooth, shiny glass. Then, with a derrick, he had his daughter hoisted carefully into the air and placed on top of the glass fountain with a golden apple in her hand. Any suitor who could get to the top would gain the hand of the princess and the golden apple. But let's face it, that was going to be a pretty impossible thing to do. But our story is about an enchanted frog, remember? This frog's name was Filbert, and he lived with his mother and brother, Frank, in the forest. Every evening, all the animals would come to hear the frogs sing their song.
There's a little other frog in all of us, in all of us, in all of us. There's a little other frog in all of us, no matter who you be.
My, they were a very happy family, until one day when Filbert started to grow. He grew, and he grew, and he grew, until he was the world's only 5'8" frog.
But this means I'm not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. I'm just afraid you'll have to carry on as a duet instead of a trio, for I must seek my fortune in the outside world. You do understand, don't you, Mama? I am an enchanted prince.
You're a big fat frog who has grown too big for his pond, that's what you are. It's a frog-eat-frog existence in the outside world, Filbert.
Oh, what do you know about it, Mama? After all, you're just a frog. You don't understand royalty.
And so Filbert made his way to the outside world.
Pardon me.
Oh, my goodness. A 5'8" frog.
But I'm not a frog. I'm an enchanted prince. Just because I'm green all over and...
And so, with a brand new suit of clothes, Filbert continued on his way. All this time, the princess had been sitting patiently at the top of a mountain of glass. She still had plenty of suitors, but the mountain was as slippery as ice, remember? And getting to the top was a difficult task indeed. In fact, there were those who claimed it was well-nigh impossible. Still, a princess and a golden apple aren't to be sneezed at, so the suitors kept on trying. But they really weren't very good at it.
That king is a nut. It just can't be done.
Oh, I don't know.
Who are you, stranger? And what are you hiding with that false face?
This isn't a false face. It's my face.
Nonsense! You're up to something. After him, men!
And the knights chased Filbert around the mountain, first clockwise, then counterclockwise, then both ways at once. There was nowhere to go but up. So up Filbert went.
Oh, brave prince, at last you've come. Now I can leave this cold mountain of glass. Remove your false face so that I might see the hero who rescued me. What's that on with glue?
But, fair lady, this is my real face.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
My father's a nut. He has me sit up here in all kinds of weather, waiting for what? Some frog-faced knight. You can have the golden apple, but I'm leaving.
And the princess leaped off the mountain of glass and fell directly into the arms of the royal contractor who'd been waiting for just this chance. The happy pair ran off to get married. When the king saw what had happened, he was furious. Not only had a mere frog conquered his mountain of glass, but his daughter had run off with a commoner.
I want that frog shot at sunrise.
Uh-oh.
So poor Filbert was sent to the king's dungeon to await the firing squad.
Oh, dear, this is a frog-eat-frog world.
He thought of those happy days when he was just a plain frog, sitting in the sun, playing, singing, jumping.
Jumping! That's it!
The next morning, at sunrise, Filbert was led out to the wall.
Ready! Aim! Fire! By George, men, we obliterated him. There's nothing left of him but his blinking clothes.
Meanwhile, back at the forest, Filbert's mother and brother were waiting sadly. Suddenly, they heard a familiar sound that came closer and closer.
That's Filbert.
Hiya, Mom.
So, Filbert found it was really better to be a big frog in a small pond than a small frog on a big mountain. And besides, who can eat golden apples?
Thank you. The first thing to remember is that crabgrass is your friend.
Oh, no, Bullwinkle. Acrophobia is a fear of high places.
Oh, yeah. Thought it was crabgrass. First, the way to lose that heart-pounding fear is go to a high place and jump off. With a parachute, of course. Then, after the count of 3, you pull the ripcord. Which sometimes may not work, so you pull the emergency string. And thereby lose that old fear of falling. Next, we have the indoor fear that usually attacks the ceiling painter. The important thing is that you do not look down. Look to the side. Do not look up, for if you do, your fear of height will... Next, we have the fear of even lesser heights. When standing on stools, sometimes they teeter. That means you should place the stool on a softer surface where the legs will sink in a little, like this soft, mushy ground, for instance. See? No teetering.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All, if you're telling us how to lose our fear of heights, why are you digging a hole?
'Cause a lot's happened to me, and I'm kind of scared to stand up there where you are.
Oh, well, you're not scared now, are you?
No, not as soon as I get my other shoe off. My heels are too high.
Scooby-Doo is getting into the movies.
We won't stop at television, though. We'll make you a movie star.
With frightening flicks featuring good old Scoob and all his pals.
This is exciting, huh, Uncle Scoop?
It's 2 hours of all things Scooby.
Like starting right now, his career is taking a turn for the better.
On Scooby-Doo Sunday specials.
He's just what the network needs.
Sunday, starting at 3/2 Central on MeTV Toons.
Scooby-Doo!
As a physician, there were some tough lessons of life. We have no say on quantity, but I can help with quality of life, and that became my life's mission. I had really seen the necessity of fruits and vegetables in our diet and took a real shift and swing in my practice. I started trying to get patients eating more fruits and vegetables. Well, that was kind of like leading the mule to water that didn't want to drink. So I started searching and searching, and finally I found a way that I could preserve the nutrients in fruits and vegetables, and that's how I started Balance of Nature. I didn't make Balance of Nature to make a company. I made it for my patients and my family and my friends. People just started feeling a difference. It's my desire to help people's lives, and this is the best way I can do it.
Get 35% off your first set as a preferred customer with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Claim this offer by using discount code TOONS.
The dentist will be right in.
Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited?
Yeah, Doc, but there's so much to consider. Medicare, finances. Oh, and I lose my dental insurance.
You can get your own from Physicians Mutual. Easiest decision ever. It's real dental insurance that's real affordable. Well, I think my work here is done.
Wait, what?
Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited?
Get the Premier Dental Plan from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company, one of the easiest retirement decisions you can make. For a free information kit, call now. It helps cover over 400 procedures. Everything from cleanings and fillings to crowns and dentures. See any dentist you want with no deductibles and no annual maximum.
Well, I think my work here is done. Wait, what?
The Premier Plan from Physicians Mutual. Call or visit sendinfokit.com for all the details.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
At the close of the 19th century, the Mounties undaunted continue their pursuit of the most wanted man in Canada, Snidely Whiplash, and his most eager pursuer was Acting Corporal Dudley Do-Right.
Stop, Snidely Whiplash, in the name of the law! Oh, shucks, I wasn't that good.
Of course you were. Can't you hear that applause? Now get out there and take another bound. You two there. What a team, what a team. What do you call your team?
Well, I'm Dudley Do-Right, and this here is Snidely Whiplash.
Do-Right and Whiplash, only terrific. What a team. When you said stop in the name of the law, I thought I'd die laughing.
I just think those things up off the top of my head.
Oh, we've got to have you act in this show.
We'll accept on one condition.
What's that?
That I get top billing. Not Do-Right and Whiplash, but Whiplash and Do-Right.
I always knew you were a villain, Whiplash, but I never thought you were a ham.
I never thought you were a ham. Funny. Well, is it all right with you?
Well, I suppose so, the big ham. Anything for the theater.
Okay, be back at 8 sharp for the evening performance.
And a little while later at Mountie headquarters.
So that's the way it is, Inspector Fenwick. I'll have to resign from the force. It's the Footlights for me. From now on, I'm in showbiz.
Dudley, think it over. The theater isn't the life for you. Living out of a trunk, eating in cheap restaurants, and teamed up with, of all people, Snidely Whiplash.
The boy's got talent, Inspector.
Bah.
I'm sorry, sir. The theater's in my blood. I must leave you now for... Ta-da! the show must go on.
And at the same time in Whiplash's hideout.
You in show business? Oh, come on, Whiplash.
You don't understand, Homer. They gave me top billing.
Yeah, but you're not.
Besides, this gives me an opportunity to get rid of Dudley Do-Right once and for all.
How's that, Snidely?
Come to the performance and you'll see. Which reminds me, I must be going for...
Ta-da!
The show must go on.
What a ham.
Nell Fenwick happened to be strolling by the theater that night and...
One ticket, please.
Oh, Mr. Do-Right.
Yes, Mr. Whiplash?
You have a complexion just like a peach.
I have a complexion just like a peach. How's that, Mr. Whiplash?
It's all pink and fuzzy. Oh, Mr. Do-Right.
Yes, Mr. Whipsmash?
When does July come before June? In the dictionary.
Snidely Whiplash is making a laughing stock out of you. Come back with me to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
What? And give up show business?
Yay! That's just the thing this act needs. Class. Did you rehearse that bit?
Why, no. I mean...
A method actress, huh? Know what I'm gonna do with you? I'm gonna put you in the act. Whiplash, Do-Right, and, what's your name, baby?
Fenwick.
Fenwick. Whiplash, Do-Right, and Fenwick.
I'll do it on one condition.
Anything.
I get top billing.
Oh, gee, now.
Fenwick, Whiplash, and Do-Right. Songs, dancing, and funny business. Funny business, all right. To think that the name Fenwick would be degraded, dragged in the mud. Well, I shall put a stop to it.
Oh, Mr. Do-Right.
Yes, Miss Fenwick?
Why does a fireman wear red suspenders?
You have me there, Miss Fenwick. Why does a fireman wear red suspenders?
To hold his pants up. Caught you, Snidely Whiplash.
Curses! Foiled again.
Oh, Nell, little Nell, how could you? I mean, you are a Fenwick after all. Going into show business.
Oh, yes, but, Father, don't you see? It was just a trick. And now...
Ta-da!
I have captured arch-villain Snidely Whiplash for the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Hey! Just what the act needs. A fat man.
Really? Was I really good?
Only terrific.
Well, I did do a little acting in high school. I remember I was second lead in the desert song. Want on to be my own.
But, Father, I have caught arch-villain Snidely Whiplash.
Stop trying to upstage me, girl. Can't you see this is my big chance at last? Want on to be my own.
Mama's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. Oh, Mama's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. Oh, that's shortening, Mama.
Let these cool cats
We're pussycats, Billy.
out of the bag, because these aren't your stay-at-home pussycats. It's Josie and the Pussycats, Saturday at 1:30, 12:30 Central on MeTV Toons.
Find the best shows to watch with TV Guide magazine. With so many great TV shows and movies, more people are turning to TV Guide magazine. Call the number on the screen now for this exclusive TV offer, including 2 free bonus gifts. Whether you watch TV over the air, on cable, or stream, TV Guide magazine makes it easy to find the best shows to watch. Enjoy daily primetime grids covering over 80 TV networks, including the channel you're watching now. In every issue, America's favorite TV critic Matt Roush and our experts give you ratings and reviews to help you pick the best shows worth watching. It's easier than ever to find where to watch your favorite shows with TV Guide magazine. See when new seasons or episodes are coming, going, or switching to new channels. Enjoy the daily movie guide with starred ratings and explore the streaming guide in every issue. Plus, rediscover your favorite classic dramas, westerns, sci-fi, and comedies. See why more people are turning to the new and improved TV Guide magazine to make their TV viewing easier and more enjoyable. Call toll-free at 1-800-310-7177 for your risk-free trial subscription. Get a full year of TV Guide magazine for only $19.95. That's just 38 cents per week. Plus, if you call right now, you'll also receive the TV Guide magazine Big Book of Trivia and a second TV bonus, the Classic TV Shows Puzzle Book. This special TV-only offer won't last long. Call toll-free now at 1-800-310-7177 or go online to tvguidemagazine.com/6. Start enjoying TV even more. Order TV Guide Magazine today.
Popeye the Sailor Man. Sing along with Popeye and Pals.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Weekdays at 2, 1 Central.
Well, Bullwinkle and his talented Bunyan are miles out at sea, headed for some unknown destination. Bullwinkle has long since been rocked to sleep.
Yeah, with my very own rock.
And his two captors are standing close guard over his crated hoof. Well, what can be at the bottom of Bullwinkle's bunion?
My foot, maybe?
Meanwhile, in Washington, Rocky has just told his amazing story to the new head of the Weather Bureau, Captain Peter Wrongway Peachfuzz.
So you see, we gotta get Bullwinkle back.
But why should the Weather Bureau help you, Rocky?
Because Bullwinkle's bunion can tell you when it's gonna rain.
It can?
Yeah.
Then he's a valuable national asset. Get me the White House. Hello? Hello?
But in punching the button on his desk, Captain Peachfuzz had inadvertently made connection with the Air Defense Commander.
Hello? What? What? Who is it? Right.
What is it, Major?
An emergency call from the White House.
An enemy attack?
No.
Big rescue operation?
No.
Then what?
We're supposed to intercept a flying squirrel.
Any luck, Captain?
I can't seem to get the operator. Never mind, we'll do it ourselves.
Ourselves?
Never fear, Rocky. Captain Peter Peachfuzz is in command. Forward!
And the Phyllis captain marched out of the room and straight into a broom closet.
Gee, it looks like it's gonna be a rough trip.
Well, that is the truth, all right. For as Rocky and Captain Peachfuzz take off in the captain's tiny plane, high above them, a half-dozen fighter planes are patrolling the sky.
What are the orders, Major?
Find the squirrel and force him to land.
And if he doesn't land?
It's an emergency. Shoot him down.
Bogey on the scope, bearing 0, 0.
0, 0. That means he's right under us.
Well, let's get down.
And the plane roared downward through the clouds, closer and closer to our friends. Then suddenly...
Pull up! Pull up!
Yes, the fighter command hadn't reckoned with the flying habits of Captain Peachfuzz.
That's the new courthouse building, Rocky, made of Carolina limestone.
Look out, Captain!
Oh. Hey, there's new buildings going up all the time.
Yes, the captain's plane was flying so low that the fighters couldn't get anywhere near him. Of course, his flight over the city didn't go unnoticed.
Hey! What's the matter?
An airplane just flew by.
Don't be silly. This is a bus stop.
I tell you, an airplane just flew by.
He didn't stop, huh?
No, he didn't stop.
Well, don't get sore. Maybe he was full up.
But the city couldn't last forever, and soon the Peachfuzz plane had to emerge out into the open.
There he is, men. Peel off!
And the fighters started their supersonic attack on the clumsy, slow-moving plane. Faster and faster they went, and then...
Pull up! Pull up!
Sure enough, Peachfuzz had reversed his course and was heading right toward the attacking plane.
Turn around! Turn around!
Unfortunately for the Major, his planes were going so fast that they were halfway past Ohio before they could reverse directions. But by that time, Peter Peachfuzz's plane was out of sight.
How do you know what direction to go in, Captain?
Easy, Rocky. I just spin this wheel like this, and we head northwest.
That's a direction finder?
It found the direction, didn't it?
Meanwhile, in the mystery plane, somewhere up ahead, the pilot was following a scientifically planned course.
How come we keep changing direction, Ewan?
Look at this map, Norbert. Not even radar can follow us on this course.
No? Then who's that?
Sure enough, by sheer dumb idiot luck, Captain Peachfuzz's course had neatly intercepted the mystery plane.
Captain, look! That must be the plane! Bullwinkle!
Okay, Hadley, drag out the secret weapon.
And in a moment, a deadly-looking instrument was aimed backward out of the mystery plane and zeroed right on our hero. Don't miss our next episode, Squirrel in the Scope, or Ring Around the Rocky.
As if our time is just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Oop.
See you next time.
This is MeTV Toons.
Today on Tune In With Me,
we're looking back at 1985.
Looking where we're going, we're doing more than just looking.
Okay.
Tune in, we're going back to 1985. Plus, Bugs Bunny travels to the Wild West. Daffy Duck experiences the baby boom, the TV of yesterday's future, and more.
What's up, Doc? Be very, very quiet.